Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Tuesday, 4th of March. In this update, mounting pressure on Wellington Water over the value for money it's delivering for ratepayers. A scathing report's found the agency's been paying 3 times more to repair and install pipes than other comparable councils. Its oversight group is holding an emergency meeting at 7:30 this morning, and Wellington City councillors will meet at 9:30. Local Government Minister Simon Watts says it's primarily a matter for the agency and its shareholding councillors, but Christopher Luxon and Chris Hipkins are both concerned about the situation.
It's a total basket case. We can be so much better and we must be so much better than this.
I'm very concerned. It's something that Wellington Water should be getting to the bottom of very, very quickly.
The government was warned by officials and legal groups that changes to name suppression could risk harming victims and undermine confidence in the justice system. It's proposing a change meaning courts could not issue permanent name suppression for a convicted sexual offender unless the victim agreed. Concerns were raised by Ministry of Justice, the Law Society and Public Defence Services, which included putting victims under pressure. The government's chief victims advisor, Ruth Money, has called the concerns offensive and disempowering to victims, while Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith says the power should be given to those most affected by the crime. Firm opposition from the education sector over a government proposal to defund expert teachers in literacy and Māori. Education Minister Erica Stanford's launched a consultation document asking all schools whether the resource teachers should be defunded in favour of spending elsewhere. Sector leaders say the proposal makes no sense. Māori Principals Chief Executive Bruce Jepson says it's dismissed the problems schools are experiencing.
There's a lack of learning support funding in this country as it stands. So asking a question how you might want to repurpose funding is flawed.
A government focus on general practice is being welcomed by the sector. The Health Minister's announced a program to train up to 100 overseas doctors as GPs and a plan to set up 24/7 digital healthcare. Providers, including GPs, can get incentives for supporting graduate nurses, while Health New Zealand will also offer GPs an extra $285 million in incentive-based funding. General Practice NZ Chair Brian Betty says while the devil will be in the detail, putting resources into this area is a good thing. The number of assisted deaths is continuing to rise. Health New Zealand's revealed its service received 1,044 formal applications for assisted dying last year. Over the year, 676 candidates were confirmed as eligible and 453 assisted deaths occurred. This compares to 336 assisted deaths in 2023 and 301 in 2022. In sport, former world football boss Sepp Blatter has arrived at a Swiss court for his fresh trial on fraud, forgery and misappropriation charges 1 week shy of his 89th birthday. India cricket captain Rohit Sharma has dismissed suggestions they have had an unfair advantage by playing all their Champions Trophy matches in Dubai. They refused to tour Pakistan for the tournament because of strained political relations. The AFL still plans to open the season in Brisbane while keeping an eye on Cyclone Alfred. I'm Neva Manu, that's your latest news fix, and we'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.